It's like, I know this is what you guys want to see. So we're gonna go ahead. Let me just move my stuff around. There we go. There's the, I was like, where's the window? Alright, so let's get back into this. So there's a crack in our wall now. This is open. Alright, you're fine, Rockhead. Thanks for swinging in. Always appreciate seeing someone, like, enjoying the stream. I hope you have a good rest. Alright, finally, time to relax. Alright, time to read for a bit. Really? Huh? Yeah, you're just noticing all of this stuff going on. Something's up with this room. Like, something's out of place. There's several things out of place, Akira. There's... like... Okay, for one, I look out the window, but nothing really catches my eye. This house phone's pretty useless since I have a cell phone. Something's written super tiny on here. What does it say? Don't look. What's this? The writing's creepy enough, but the wallpaper by the words is stained and peeling. Is there something underneath? Should I peel off the wallpaper? Well, time to give a big middle finger to the ghost, I guess. I'm gonna look and you can't stop me. What's the stain? I hate it here. That don't look. The voice on the phone said the same thing. Please don't look inside. So is the shadow we saw at the Morocco residence? Yeah, this looks like a girl hanging from... It's like I said, it looks like the silhouette of a person hanging from the ceiling. I'll just reject the call. She's gonna call her phone. She's gonna call our house phone. Fuck, not again. The calls won't stop and it's getting on my nerves. I'm pulling out the battery. Turn off the phone and remove the battery. It's gonna call our phone. This one too now? Better disconnect this one too. Ignoring the call, I yanked the power cord from the outlet. The ringing doesn't stop. But I unplugged it? Get a sledgehammer, smash that shit. We've been trying to call you about your extended warranty, sir. Sir. Abruptly, the ringing stops, but then the receiver starts to make noise. Oh, did it go to voice, or did it go to the... Oh god, no. No! What the ah? The screaming is the same as what we heard at the Morocco residence. The instant splitting headache has almost knocked me unconscious. Where's the sledgehammer? I won't last if I can't get the voice to stop soon. Fucking blow the sledgehammer that shit. Stomp it. I don't care. Kill the phone. What if I destroy it? I shovel over my hands and knees and smash the phone with my fist. With your face. Break, damn it. Break, break, break. I punched the phone over and over, bearing the pain, and by the time the phone's lost its shape, the screaming's already stopped. Jesus, we that was with our fists? What, are we bionic? What the hell? We crushed the phone. Somehow I escaped. That screaming, it's the spirit from the Morocco residence. Nothing else better happen for the rest of the night. I thought he was gonna, like, stomp on it or something. Crisis averted. I suck in a deep breath. Man, am I exhausted. Shit, I need a rest before I clean this mess. Look at that! Collapsing onto my bed, I quickly feel my consciousness fading away. I can't keep my eyes open. And there's just a stain on the... ceiling. Little blood peats hanging out on the wall. You know, it's fine. I'll just... Sure. 8:14 is a Saturday. The sun sets and the meeting time approaches. Bon and Rose seem like the type that don't mind making others wait, but I hate being kept waiting. I better head out. Ah, here we go. This feeling. Yep, it's here. A whisper comes from somewhere. I like how that one mouth, like, it's literally just sucking on a little tooth.
It's time for a tale. The man found a poor little birdie. The man wanted to save the little birdie.
So Moroku wanted to save something? The whispering stopped. Cold sweat slides down my cheek and drips off the peak of my chin, but my breathing remains composed. My heart rate's staying pretty steady too. Is it because I've made up my mind to do this, or am I just used to all this now? Even I'm not sure which is true. I leave the apartment and take a deep breath of fresh air. Tonight, I'm gonna put an end to this. I arrive at Kisology Station and make my way over to the Black Rabbit. The lights are on inside. Is that Natsumi still here?
Hey, Kijima. I let myself in. My throat's feeling a little better thanks to the meat I had.
I walk in and find Rose in good spirits. Aunt Natsumi is nowhere to be seen. Did you break into the place again?
Alcohol is the salve that heals life's wear and tear. You could even say it's life's companion.
You'll understand when you become an adult. Yay, so you're both here already. I mean, I'm a pretty casual drinker. I wouldn't call myself, like, you know. Sorry, I saw the time and I was like, I should probably just down this. Alrighty. There's a cat hair in there. I was like, I saw the time and I was like, I just made this coffee, but I'm just gonna down it. It's a little late to be drinking coffee. Hey, so you're both here already. Pour me a glass too, Kijima. I'll take some of your top shelf bourbon on the rocks, if you please. You know what? You're helping me with this shit. Let's go. Smiling's important and all, but when you go overboard like that, you seem insecure. Our lives are on the line again tonight. Rude! I was trying to... Indulging in a good drink when facing down that situation is to be expected. So come on, don't keep your customer waiting. This is going on your tab. I helped Aunt Natsumi at the bar before, so I know what to do. Oh, insincere, not insecure. Okay, well, whatever. I can't read right now, I'm tired. I go behind the counter and pull a bottle from the back. I put some ice in the rocks glass and pour the dark amber liquid in. A burnt smell wafts up. Bon impatiently snatches the glass from me and pounds down the liquor. Ugh, that'll put some hair on your chest. So Kijima, did you get us some info about Moroku? More or less. I filled them in on everything Aunt Natsumi told me about Yakumo Moroku last night.
I see. It definitely looks like the cruel hobby of his
It definitely looks like that cruel hobby of his definitely made its way into his work. That's redundant, but okay.
But I'm finding it hard to believe that he'd abduct and kill young girls just for his writing.
I tried to follow the thread of those previous abductions. Over the past few decades, 4 girls went missing near the Moroku residence. Half a year ago, a middle school girl named Tsubasa Aoi vanished. She was on her way back from ballet class. She was a pretty girl. People had expected to become a prima donna in the future. On her way back from ballet class, that means... yeah, the recordings on that T-tape is a news clip about Tsubasa Aoi's abduction.
We also found a ballet flyer in the mansion. Could that have been...
yeah, Tsubasa Aoi was slated to perform in the show advertised on that flyer. I think she was the star of the second act.
The second act was Duck Lake.
Yeah, Tsubasa Aoi was going to play the part of the princess who gets turned into a duck. So she was the swan princess. She was apparently really excited for it and put her heart and soul into practicing. She went to a ballet classroom every day and danced barefoot until the sun set. And then she went missing just before the show. She was so eagerly awaiting to perform. What a soul-crushing tale. I'm sure that was devastating for her. Okay, now for the rest. 10 years before that, a girl named Sachi Kirishima disappeared. Then 20 years ago was Ai Mishima, and the last one was 30 years ago, Hana Manabe. I don't have any more info on those three. Unfortunately, I couldn't fully investigate them. They're pretty old cases after all. All I know is that they were all kids who were in their early teens. Tsubasa Aoi was the only middle schooler, but the other three were all in elementary school. Right.
The first letters of their names match the tapes. T-S and H. The pieces are starting to fit together. I think we can safely assume that Yakumo Miroku abducted all those girls. Once every 10 years, a young girl around the same age was kidnapped by a children's author.
And once every 10 years, that's when Kakuya's game starts up for like a little while. They said that every 10 years, Kakuya's game befalls the town and like a bunch of people fall victim. And then she just stops suddenly for some reason.
Almost like some kind of ritual.
It really piques one's curiosity. I have two theories. Either Yakumo Miroku was like some nut job who was literally creating a new girl for Kakuya to possess so she could play her game, or the dolls that he made from the girls were meant to appease Kakuya and that's why they stopped. So either he's the reason why they're starting or the reason why they're stopping. I think that that's where they're going with this. It feels like the later cases in Deathmark really tied into like everything that was going on, so this feels like very, very similar. Especially because we find out that Kakuya has a daddy, so it's a whole thing. Miroku must have had some nerve. He kept kidnapping girls right by his house and no one ever put two and two together. I'd say it's the opposite, actually. For him, his neighborhood was the safest place to do it. Didn't your mother tell you? Most of Miroku's relatives are famous. Some of them are on the Shinzo Ward Council, or they work somewhere in the government. They probably kept all heat off Miroku just to make sure they didn't get any blowback.
If people suspected a relative of theirs was a criminal, they could lose their positions. And such is the disgusting state of the world. People really are the worst monsters of all.
For me, scumbags like that are a great business opportunity. Enough of that, though. Time to get to the mansion and put an end to this. Yeah, I'm expecting you two to earn that free drink you just had. Yeah, I'm planning on it, kid. I'll leave the Black Rabbit with two tipsy adults in tow. Great, they're drunk. They're probably sober up by the time we get to the Miroku residence. I walk alone down a path that I'm already far too familiar with. Just before I'm inside of the Miroku residence, that horrifying presence appears once again.
It's almost the finale of the tale. The birdie becomes a crane and repays the man. Tonkarari from beyond the door.
Okay then. However, I don't feel too bent out of shape. I figured it'd come right about now. God, I'm getting used to this. Hey, you're here. What is it? You don't look too good. Something happened on your way here? Well, that damn curse showed up. That time limit you were talking about. Mouths that only you can see appear, right? Sounds crazy to me, but...
Spiritual phenomena that only the affected person can perceive are quite common. Besides, Kijima has his blood tree, remember? It's not unusual that he would see quite a few things that others can't.
It's supposed to be a death curse, but you don't seem too phased, Kijima. Well, it's the third time it's happened. I think I'm kind of getting used to it. Getting used to it? Seriously?
You really are an interesting child. I've seen many cursed people, but I've never seen anyone as dauntless as you.
I guess Rosé's not the only one here who's fearless. I can't keep up with you two. Jeez. In any case, I don't have much time. This will be settled before the sun rises. I see. Guess it's the third day after all.
We're definitely getting closer to the truth. When it all comes down to it, our main issue
Rosé looks up at the window.
is the fact that we haven't gotten there.
Well, I'll get there no matter what. Come on, let's start. Okay, so I'm taking Rosé with me. And we're gonna go ahead and we're not gonna let anyone die tonight. My goal is to literally get to the end of this chapter with everyone alive. So basically, that's like a whole thing. And do not worry, like tomorrow what we'll probably do is we're probably gonna go through a chapter with Bon as the partner, and then we're gonna see the death endings for both of the characters just so we can. Rosé, no freelancing in there.
Come on, let's get going.
I'll probably go with the, like, I'll probably show you guys the save file where only Amanome is alive so far, and like I'll go through with that one, and like you guys can see that, and then I'll, yeah, it's like gonna be a whole thing. Let's save. Luckily, I can literally speed through the other good ending one because it should be exactly the same. But so long as what I need to get the good ending is either in my bag. I've got flashlight, cute socks, ballet flyer, Okina mask, clump of stiff hair, incense, tape T, pheasant mask, tape A, tape H, dog mask, hand towel, tape S, a sparkler, a monkey mask, and hard shoes. Cute pair of kid socks with a pattern of little bird wings. Shoes like a ballerina. Washcloth that was damaged the fabric, hence it was used for something it wasn't intended for. It might still light or it might not. Okay. I don't know. Well, that was pretty much what I had. If anybody wants to, like, let me know if I have everything that I need. I'm not sure what we're doing. We come to the front entrance of the Morocco residence once again. 1, 2, 3. 3 frames. That must mean we're supposed to hang the mask here.
That seems to be the case. But then the issue becomes where we place each of the masks.
Examine the frame. There's nothing set in the left frame. Examine the charm.
This probably represents the mask that needs to be set here. Morocco is a fairy tale novelist, so this is likely to involve fairy tales. The quintessential Under the Blooming Cherry Tree story would involve a dead body, but none of the masks are of a corpse, and that story by Motojiro Kaiji isn't a fairy tale.
What? And then let's try, but I'm literally just swapping them around at this point. And then where's the doggy? Where's the dog mask? Or not the dog mask, the other mask that I can't use. Monkey mask. Then. I want to know how the fuck you were supposed to figure that out, because I deadass just process elimination to that. Whoa! The entrance to the secret passageway opens up once again. Nice, great job. I was just lucky. Come on, there's gotta be something pretty important up ahead. Hold on, I'm getting rosé.
Mondai.
Mondai nai.
Brute force puzzle, get those.
How?
Something appears inside the secret passageway. It's a ladder.
It's finally appeared. The final act is upon us.
Certainly is giving off a dangerous vibe. We better be prepared for anything if we're going to climb it. Yup. Climb up the ladder. Well, Ray didn't say anything about side shit, so I hold my breath as I climb up the ladder end. It was exactly as we figured. The vast attic fills our vision.
I wonder what's behind this sliding door.
Yeah, let's be careful. Oh, great. For some reason, the center feels slightly warm, like there'd been a flame there recently. It's not dirty or covered in dust. It even looks as if it's been used recently. I quietly edge over to the sliding door, and as I extend my hand to open it, what the? An odd figure appears as we hear the voice.
Is this the screaming author?
Well, what happens if I don't open it? We'll offer now. Oh, just nothing. Okay, so I can literally just leave. This is literally like, save now or forever hold your peace. I know it's dangerous, but we have to do this. No matter what's lurking behind the door, we can't just turn our backs here. I forcefully open the sliding door in an attempt to rid myself of fear and doubt. That's a...
There's nothing here.
That's what it looks like. All we see is a completely empty room. There's a dull antique mirror here. Nothing stands out about it other than the fact that it's so cloudy and doesn't reflect well. Tommy is steeped in blood. The bloodstain's pretty big. Something terrible obviously happened here. There's a lock on the chest.
It's a pretty old lock. I'll need some special tools to open something like this. That means it's probably faster for us to just look for the key.
Looks like even Rosé can't do anything about this right now. We're about to leave, and I noticed a sheet of black paper that was under the chest. What's this? Carbon paper.
It's copying paper. Ever hear the phrase carbon copy? It's used to copy words.
Okay. Time to touch. I should be able to see something. I kneel on the tatami and adjust my breathing. I quietly press my palm against the mat. Alright. But... Huh? A mass of jumbled images fills my mind, and I can't tie them to any single image. Seems like this blood doesn't just belong to one person. It's going to be really hard for me to get anything useful out of it. What about the blood on the mirror? Oh, I can't use blood material on the mirror. Okay. So it's just a bunch of people. This is where he murdered them then, probably. Okay. Well, now what?
not sure what I'm supposed to be doing now. Oh, maybe we can light the lantern? Oh, no, we can't. I tried. I have no clue. I have no clue what I'm supposed to do here. The Tommy is steeped in blood. I don't fucking know what I'm supposed to do with this blood stain. I don't know. Like, I genuinely have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing. So we can't use the blood tree because it's just a jumble of people. Oh wait, what the fuck is this? There's an old typewriter here. There are black stains all over the keys. And I'm not even sure if it'll work. There's already a sheet of paper set into it, and I see part of something typed on it. No on, guys. No. On, guys. See? Looks like we must fill in the blank. Must be a reference to that. Oh. Oh, okay. I think I sequence broke. I am 99.998% sure I sequence broke. Either that or I didn't. Hold on. Can we use this? Rose carefully examines the typewriter. No, because I found the carbon paper. Looks like it'll work. I'm sure I'll at least be able to type a few letters. Put the carbon paper onto the typewriter and take the place of the ink ribbon. Then we need charcoal. I don't know, touch it. The keys are completely rusted, I'm not even sure it'll work. Wait, I have no idea what I'm doing. I thought I sequence broke because maybe I wasn't supposed to. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. This is literally the only thing we got. So I'm just gonna use every item I have at my disposal on this thing. I just genuinely don't know what to do here. I feel like I'm just brute forcing it. Is there... Oh, the rust on the keyboard actually seems like it could be dried blood. I'll give it a shot. Feel around the section of the keys that looks particularly dirty. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Okay, I was like really confused for a second. Cough. I hear coughing sounds. They sound like they're from a person that's in pain.
I think I've heard this voice before. This voice. Eventually the coughing stops, and then, in a firm voice, the voice said something. Just now, that was him. The voice of the man on the tape.
Seems like you saw something.
Engrave my fairy tale, that's what he said. As I speak the words, the typewriter begins to make sounds on its own.
Looks like he wants to type it with this.
A, B, S, T, and U are the only working keys, so the word must only use those letters. So the word must only use those letters. I mean, bust. Tablet 2. Stab. Tsubasa! Okay. It's a good thing I fucking know what... Okay, but still. How was I supposed to figure this out if I don't know... Well, it's not even that I know Japanese. If I didn't know, like... This is some moon logic. It's Tsubasa. Alright. Oh. Wait, what? Did I fuck that up? Hold on. Ba. Hold on, look at it again. It's 6 letters, so I'm wrong. Fuck me. It will reference a crane. Wings, feathers, flight. Must be something like that. Okay, so it's not Tsubasa. I'm trying to think of, like, that use those... But Tsubasa means wing. Well, it's because you said wings, feathers, flight. It must be something like that. Nighty, I'm looking at the answer and I think it's bullshit. Can I tell you what it is? Hang on. It must be something like that. Wings, feathers, flight. Like, are you saying you think that this might have been lost in translation? Like, do you think that, like, someone fucked up? Yes? Alright, what's the answer? Tubasa? Oh no. I'm gonna die. Oh god, I'm glad Daikon's not here. Daikon would like bust his... like, he'd bust a vein. Absolute bullshit job, team. Well, maybe it's like, maybe there was like a way to do it. Like if I did it legit, like maybe I can find like a, I don't know, a book with his stuff in it. I don't know. Tsubasa. You think they just misspelled Tsubasa? I'm dying. Can I just... Oh. I'm hoping that there was like a thing, like you had to like pull out one of the letters. Tsubasa. Like that's what I'm hoping. I was so happy when I knew the fucking answer. And they just came in and were like, fuck off, it's Tsubasa. I fill all of it out. Whoa! The keyboard starts clattering on its own again. Even the keys that were stuck fast earlier are now smoothly typing onto the paper. This is impressive. I've never seen such a clear case of psychography. We gawk at it as the paper fills with sentences and rolls out of the typewriter. We pick up the paper and look it over. This is what was written on it. I failed with many of them in the past. However, I managed to save the fourth birdie. Though it is their role, all of the birdies have lost all four limbs. It's truly saddening. The fourth birdie wails that it does not want to be seen and wants to die. Truly a pity. I shall at least give her wings and transform her from a little birdie into a beautiful crane. If she became a crane, I'm sure it would show me utmost gratitude even if it died. That's all the typewriter writes. Oh great, there's something in the bed now. Kijima? Suddenly, Rosé points at the bed. Look over there. What is that? When did it get that way? There's now a bulge in the bed that looks like someone is sleeping in it. The bed is bulging suspiciously. I cannot with the Tsubasa thing. Well, because here's the thing, there's gotta be another way for me to figure that out, because what if you don't know Japanese? Like, I don't even know that much Japanese, but like knowing the Japanese word for wing or wings is kind of like a real niche thing, so I'm just sitting here like, what if somebody came in with like zero knowledge of Japanese words? So I'm feeling like maybe it wasn't a typo and maybe you could get the answer from somewhere else. You read the clamp manga, Tsubasa? Like, I'm pretty sure there's probably a legitimate way to get this. I have faith. Maybe, like, there's a clue to take out the S somewhere. The bed's about the size of a grown man lying down sideways. It smells pretty awful in here. Yeah. A powerful stench violates our noses. We had been in this room several times before, but it never smelled like it did now. It smells like something gone bad. I bet that bulge must be the cause. Well, disciple, take a look underneath. Daddy, is that you? Smell gets more and more intense as I get closer to the bed, trying to breathe as little as possible. I place my hand on the corner of the blanket end. I pull back in one motion. What the fuck? My thought exactly. What actually is this? It looks like a corpse, but with hands and hands sewn onto him. Is he sewing the hands? I thought he was making dolls. No, I guess he just wanted to sew hands, like kids' hands on his body. Look, I'm not even gonna. Okay. Well, this just got weird. This just got weirder than I thought it could get. Oh, they're not sewn. They're like medical stapled. What the fuck is this? My thoughts exactly. On the bed is a lump of meat that's covered in rot. The skin of what looks like a head on the pillow seems to be infested with maggots. It looks like the corpse of a man. Why are there so many arms? The most bizarre thing about the corpse is that there are many arms stapled together. They're all skinny and flexible looking. They must belong to little girls.
Looks like the arms have been embalmed. These must be from the people on the tape.
Rosé's words cut off. Why would anyone do this? Did the spirit do this?
That wouldn't be my guess. Do you know what that tool next to the corpse is?
It looks like a scalpel. And is there a medical stapler on the bed and I can't see it? Oh yeah, no, there's a stapler.
That's a surgical stapler. It's used to staple up open wounds.
As for stapling together flesh, you mean?
Yes, you're following.
So he just did this to himself. Okay.
This man might have stapled the arms to his own body himself.
This is a next level weird. Okay, maybe this guy isn't our dad. I would really hate it if this was your dad. Kira. I'm just saying. I can't bear to look at this freakish corpse any longer, so I cover it and leave the room.
That corpse must be that of Yakumo Miroku. There were white strands of hair on his head, so it would match his age.
Hang on. If Miroku's here, then who's the screaming author?
Well, it's definitely someone who died in this house and held a powerful grudge. If it's not Miroku, who does that leave?
Hearing the word grudge, my mind immediately thinks of the tear-filled screams and pleas of the girls that were recorded on those tapes. That means I recall the contents of Tsubasa no One. Tsubasa. No, that is actually a... Okay, no, that's a typo. The contents of the... I can't even read it. I recall... Give me a minute. I recall the contents of the Tsubasa no Ongaisi that came out of the typewriter. I failed with many of them in the past. However, I managed to not kill the fourth birdie. Because I'm sure that even if it were to die, it would be able to die in peace. We haven't found the fourth girl doll. And what the title of Tsubasa no Ongaisi indicates. The spirit must be T, the last girl killed by Miroku. Fuck. I feel my stomach turn once again. Yet another time it's happened since I entered this place. I'm sure any sane person would feel the same. But I can't allow myself to look away from it. I have to face this tragic reality. If I can't, then I may as well just embrace my coming death.
Ah, that's right. I'll let you hold on to this. It was next to the pillow where the corpse was.
Rose tosses a small pouch to me. It contains an old key, a syringe with a liquid, and an empty medicine bottle. Old key and a syringe. I mean, I figured, because it sounds like a smaller voice. I figured the screaming author was someone else. Also, my stomach's making funny noises. The label on the bottle reads midazolam. Is that medicine?
If I recall correctly, I believe that's a sedative. You probably used it while performing surgery on the girl.
Nighty, you asked how you were supposed to know what order to put the 3 masks in, right? I mean, I figured Bond said something about the dog, so I knew the dog mask had to go in the first thing. And then I'm not sure about the other ones because I figured the last was supposed to be the last mask that we received, but I've fucked it up apparently because it didn't work. And I thought that the middle mask was supposed to be like, oh, okay, we need to give this to the girl that wanted her mom because it has something to do with the mother. But like, unless I forgot the order with which I picked up the masks, like, But sure, go ahead and let me know. The key is probably goes to the chest in the attic. The size matches the keyhole. The old chest sitting in the back of the attic that seemed like it was hidden away. Seems like it's finally time to open it.
The tale is reached. Happily ever after.
It's the order the animals join the hero Momotaro, and it's a reference to the Japanese fairy tale Momotaro. So brute force. Jeez, they really should have come up with a better way. The translation team really dropped the ball on this one. I don't have much time left. I've got to go to the attic. Like, Deathmark was the first game in the series, but I feel like a lot of the puzzles were way more intuitive. So I'm just sitting here like, damn it. We return to the attic. And the paper lantern is emitting a white light. What the hell's going on? There's definitely cultural references here that needed a better localization. Like, I feel like they should have just had Bon and Rose, like, mention the riddles. So that way you could be like, ah, okay, it's this. What do you mean by you pleaded? After clicking my tongue, I walk towards the voice to see what's there. Ah! My whole body is wrapped up in something that comes from overhead. I'm quickly jerked up into the air, and the impact caused me to drop my flashlight. Oh crap, the flashlight! I feel like I'm a bug that's floating around inside a spider web. Fuck, what the hell's going on? Rose, you're in the way, move over. Sorry, I'm afraid I can't do that. If you haven't noticed, I'm upside down. I squeeze my head against Rose's body so I can actually see. Oh no, the titties, they block my sight. Question mark, exclamation point. A dark silhouette falls from the ceiling and its outline begins to gradually form. Shit, so this is the screaming author. From the front, a scream pierces my mind and I see stars for a minute. Think, how should I deal with this? Once again, I take a deep breath and try to focus my concentration on one point, but... I think the fact that I'm all tied up like this is preventing me from concentrating. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, well we're tied, so we need to figure out how to get untied, I think. I have to stop that voice. Damn it, I can't move.
If it helps, I believe I have the use of one of my arms. Got any ideas?
The torso of the screaming author. It's within reach and it looks like a good target. If I could just use something on it. We have to appease her, right? Okay, what did she want? She wanted to do her ballet recital, right? The screaming author's mouth. That's where this piercing scream is coming from. So her torso or her head are apparently what I need to look at. assuming from the cute socks and the shoes that I have that maybe I have to get her ready for the recital. But like, I can't put shoes on her. So maybe I'm wrong. Oh wait, hang on. The wire is stretched very tightly. It feels like it'd cut me if I touch it. It's vibrating considerably. Maybe it's resonating with the scream. Oh, maybe we burn it. Can I burn it? Crap. Okay, question. Do I burn the wires? Is that what we're doing right now? We're burning wires. Maybe use the incense to burn the wires? Do I even have anything to light the incense with? Do I need to burn the wires? No burning. Okay. Okay, so in that case, am I on the right track with having to get her ready for her recital? Because I feel like that's the thing. It's like her big regret is probably like, we need to get her ready for the recital. Okay, so that's not what we need to do. I don't know what. Okay. Maybe I've got to do something with her mouth. I gag her. I have a towel. I have a hand towel. Do I shove a hand towel in her mouth? Shove it up her butthole. God damn it, Rain. I'm assuming I need to shove the hand towel in her mouth. Is that correct? Like I said, I'm trying to keep Rose alive. We can kill her later. We can kill her later. It's 12:30. Okay. So no, it's not what we need. You said no burning. Oh, wait a minute. It's the hair. It's the hair because it said it's vibrating because it's resonating with the scream. She stopped screaming when she heard, like, okay, I know, it's the hair because we need to rub the hair to make the noise so that way she thinks we're like her and then she stops fucking screaming for 5 seconds so we can figure out what to do next, probably. Yes? Did I yes? Did I do good? Yeah. That's right, back at the passage. Rose mimicked a communicating cry and we managed to survive. Hurry. Hey, take that clip of stiff hair out of my backpack. Stiff hair, what on earth could you need that for at a time like this? Stop talking, just hurry up and get it. What should I do with it? Rub it against the wire as hard as you can. If you say so, here goes nothing. Rose straightens the bundle of hair and firmly rubs it on the wire. The hair is still being rubbed on the wire, and the scream gradually dies down. The screaming author moves a bit, which causes us to move around quite a bit too. In my new position, I can't see what's in front of me once again. On the bright side, the movement also frees up one of my arms. Hey, you alright? This isn't good. The wire's shifted and now I really can't move anymore. The voice is coming from above me. Looks like the weight I feel on my back is Rose. Is it crying? I can't move. This is on your shoulders. I'm gonna crane. What the hell does it want me to do? Okay, now we're in front of legs. And I think we need to either use the socks or the shoes or both. Question mark. She doesn't want to be a crane. Perhaps because she notices me looking at its leg, the screaming author gets noisy. I mean, we could just cover those up with cute socks. It's fine. Or maybe we gotta do the shoes. I feel like both of these work here because the socks have like little bird wings on them, and then the shoes are ballet shoes. And if I need to use the socks first, I'm gonna explode. You're fighting a thing? Tell me if the socks is the right answer. Because if it's not, it's the fucking bird shoes. It's the bird shoes. The socks aren't the answer. So let's, here, have shoes. Take out the hard shoes and put it close to the bird-like leg. Hold on, what are you planning on doing? If it doesn't want its legs to be seen, then maybe it'll like this. After seeing the hard shoes coming closer, the screaming author thrashes to avoid it. Predicting the movements of the thrashing leg, I use the hard shoes on it. The screaming author repositions itself once more. Whoa! I feel like I'm a blender on or a clothes dryer as my world flips upside down. Oh, I'm all tangled up again. I can only move my leg, and this time I'm upside down. Wires got looser, so I can move now, but I don't think I can take much more of this. What's it saying? What's wrong? Let's try to do something. It'll flip us over again if we dawdle. I know, let's do this. That was an option. Oh, did I fuck up? Is Rose gonna die if I clear this? Cause I'll just let her kill me. It's fine. So Rose is gonna die now, no matter what. Yeah. Well, that's not what we're doing. So you know what? Here, you can have. Hey, how's this? How about the ballet flower? Well, ballet flyer. Can't use the ballet flyer. Oh, okay, so it's literally not gonna let me do it. It's not gonna let me die? Why you not let me die, game? Game, I need to die. Game, I'm gonna need you to let me die now. Oh, God. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna, it's fine, I'll just, oh no, the game crashed. I can only move my leg, and this time I'm upside down. The wires get looser so I can move now, but I don't think I can take much more of this. Yes. Let's hurry up and do something. It'll flip us over again if we dawdle. Okay. She wants me to burn it, so should I use the incense? Because I think the sparkler's wet and we didn't know if it was gonna light, but the incense is dry, I think. So I think we should be able to set her on fire with incense. We got it, incense. Incense smells nice. Burns nice too. I'll take that as a yes. Can't use incense. Ah! Okay. Okay. Give me a moment. Sparkler, hard shoes, purple? Okay, maybe I can touch her head. Okay, can't do anything from there. I'm glad that she's being patient with me. another hint. I'm confused. Time to fire. You have to light incense before it smells nice, but I can't. Oh! I feel dumb. Okay. Listen, I'm tired. Like, normally I just take the death, but apparently I can't die here. They're just like, oh, you can't use it. The lantern, huh? It's a bit far, though. Like, I wouldn't mind just taking a death, because I'm curious as to what, like, all of the death CGs look like. But it just won't let me die here, so it's just like, oh, okay. Rose tries to reach the lantern. The incense just can't quite reach the paper lantern. Well, in that case, hey, this is gonna hurt a bit, but focus and power through, okay? Just what exactly are you scheming? My reply to Rose's heavy kick to the back of my free leg. Ow! The force of the kick is enough to get the incense to touch the lantern's flames. Smoke creeps out of the incense where it touched the fire, and it quietly starts to burn. We did it! Lit incense! Alright. Alright, we have a fire source now. Just gotta find a spot that'll burn easy. The screaming author flaps again, and my world spins around once more. I'm now basically face to face with it, which makes it seem intentional. Rose is rendered speechless. The screaming author sounds like it's trying to tell us something. I'm unable to move again. Hold on, I'll end this. Survival, escape, final scene. I'll probably die. Since we're gonna be getting the death CGs, I'll probably die to make sure there's not a custom one. Because I think I missed one in the Urashima Woman. I was like, that's the only thing I can think of is I missed a death CG. I mean, her dress looks like it's gonna burn. Where's that lit incense? Yay. Rose, pass me that incense. I'll try, just give me a moment. Rose moves around through the though bound and tries to hand me the lit incense, but we try a bunch of times, but I still can't get it. It's impossible, I can't reach you. Guess we have no choice, throw it to me. Oh, if this doesn't work, no hard feelings. Get ready, I'm gonna throw it. With the flick of her wrist, the lit incense gets tossed toward me in an odd arc. If I just sit like this, I won't catch it. Oh, come on, reach! The wire digs deep into my flesh, but I fight through the pain and reach out for it. Hot! The incense scorches my fingertips, so I manage to grab hold of it. Incroyable! Use it to... This'll do it! I stretch my arm out as far as I can and press the lit incense onto the screaming author. What? Is something wrong? Just hold on, The screaming author stares at us quietly, but then it shakes its head slightly and takes a deep breath to scream once again. But just at that moment, its clothes catch fire and the flames engulf them. Screaming author's purification. Inside the flames, the screaming author kicks its legs almost joyfully and then flails to ashes on top of the tatami mat. Very bad. Yay. Whoa! The wires that roughly held us tight are cut, and we drop pretty roughly. Well, we're still alive. Yeah, somehow. Yay, we win. We are winners. Well, that was awful. Like usual, the curse disappeared, but wondering how much long this is going to keep happening makes me depressed. I can see where the budget cuts went. After two boss I see where the budget cuts went on this game. I look at the floor where the screaming author fell to the ground, but it had disappeared. Now there's just a pool of blood in its place.
You'll learn more about little Miss Ami if you use your bloodmetry on this, correct? Try it quickly, now.
Yeah. Getting close to the pool of blood, I slowly press my fingertip against it. I see Ami trapped in a place that seems to be the bathroom. It's the same scene as before. It's now 2 weeks since Ami disappeared, so I'd been worried about her health, but inside the vision, it doesn't look like Ami's any different than she was when she was taken.
I want to get out. How long do I have to stay in here? Oh, big brother.
Ami groans in a tearful voice with her head drooped down. I hear a high-pitched sound like two hard objects rubbing against each other next to Ami. Ami's entire body lurches up as if she was hit with an electric shock.
Ami, I came to play with you.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, that's a lot of arms. Okay. Kaguya appears and gently pats Ami's head. I don't know about this. At the same time, a doll arm under her sleeve tightly grips Ami's body. Almost as if it was intended to be seen by anyone watching this vision.
Ami, have you gotten used to Kakurio?
Ami seems to be refusing to raise her head to answer Kakuya's question.
Kakurio is a different world. You used to live in Utsushio. Here you won't get hungry, get old. You'll just keep on playing with Kakuya right here until Kakuya gets bored. If you get bored, will you take me back? No, I won't. I'll break you. Kaguya doesn't like chatting because you reveal secrets. Oh, what did I tell? Who did I tell?
Kaguya must be upset about me saying something about NG, but Ami wouldn't know that I know because she doesn't know that I'm watching her like this.
But you can relax. I won't break you until I get bored. Ami, what do you want to play today? Tag, hide and seek, board games, house, or... Ami, seems like you saw her. What did you see?
From what Kaguya said, it sounds like Ami is trapped in a place called Kakurio.
Kakurio. She must be talking about that Kakurio.
What, you know something about it?
Just the dictionary meaning of it. Kakurio is also called Tokoyo. It's a Shinto term for their view of the world.
That's very close to Tokyo, but...
It's what they call the realm of the dead. Put more simply, it's the afterlife. The world of the living, where we are, is Utsushio. I cannot be certain that the Kakurio she was talking to is the one I'm referring to.
It's not what I'm interested in. How do I get to Kakurio? Well, we almost got a one-way ticket to that a couple of times, several times during this.
Unfortunately, I don't either. I don't know either. Obviously, Bon wouldn't have the slightest inkling. First, we need to ascertain what Kakuya means by Kakurio.
I know that Ami's in Kakurio. Unfortunately, I don't know what or where that is. Am I really powerless to help her?
I know you're in a hurry to save Ami, Kijima. But we can't do that right now. Let us take the little steps forward that we can. Why don't we open up that chest? That's what we came here for.
I put the key in the lock and lift the lid off the chest. I saw a small, oddly shaped doll in a thick envelope. What? I feel compelled to scoop up the doll. Oh, it's Kakuya. It's an odd design with a girl's head on top of a stringy body. Its face has a familiar hairstyle and hair color. It does a very good job of looking like Kakuya. Why is this doll with Kakuya's face here?
Huh, so this is what Kakuya looks like. You know, she's quite adorable looking. She doesn't look like the evil creature we know. But why is this in Miroku's house?
Because Miroku was her daddy! Don't ask me, how the hell should I know? The talk of dolls reminds me of the dolls with the girl spirits in them that we found. I wonder if there's some sort of bloody source related to this doll too? I couldn't help but think this doll is important, so I shove it into my pocket.
And now the envelope, please.
I opened the envelope at Rose's request. It contained scratch paper with some with detailed descriptions of things and some photos of girls. It's a memo left behind by Yakumo Miroku. It looks like he wrote about the girls he killed. But even with this, I still can't figure out why Miroku did such a horrible thing. Like, either he was summoning Kakuya or he was appeasing Kakuya. It's one of the two now at this point. And these photos are... In the photos, I see a girl dancing on stage wearing a white ballet outfit.
A ballet recital. Oh, that's right. The victim went missing when she
was coming home from ballet practice. I recall the appearance of the screaming author. Turned into that? What the screaming author actually didn't want us to see. It was probably...
I see. That's why she came up to us here. Because it was painful for her to see us compare her with her former self.
We leave the burnt-smelling attic, all of us full of dreary feeling. Took you long enough. As much as I want the scoop, patrol's about to start. We should get the hell out of here. Now. Let's meet at the Black Rabbit. I'll tell you what happened at the bar.
Sounds good. We managed to survive after all.
It's time to celebrate our victory tonight over a good drink. I part with the other two and head to the station. Because I run to the train, I managed to reach Kisoji Station earlier than they do. Hi, Natsumi. I find out Natsumi at the Black Rabbit. She turns to me, looking unhappy. Something's off. She's not her usual friendly self. Perfect timing. I was about to call you. What's up?
A detective was just here. A lady named Oe. You know her, right?
Oe? Yeah, I remember her. That tall lady, right?
Miss Oe is helping me with Ami's case. She's told me a lot. Like that you've been out late at night recently?
I guess the lady detective went and ran her mouth to Aunt Natsumi. This is her way of trying to pressure me because I was being uncooperative with her.
You're doing something dangerous, aren't you? I can tell from those scratches on your arms.
She's like, I've already lost one kid. I can't lose another one. Ah, Natsumi. I look down at my arms and realize that I've got a number of scratches on them. I must have gotten them when I was being swung around by the screaming author.
You're doing this for Ami, aren't you? You're looking for some girl in a kimono, right? Miss Oe told me what you said when you talked to the police. After Ami suddenly vanished from the bathroom, you met a girl in a kimono. And the girl said she kidnapped Ami, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So it's just like Miss Oe said. The other police I talked to didn't tell me anything about that. Probably because it sounds so absurd. Why didn't you tell me yourself?
Isn't it obvious? I didn't think you'd believe me either.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have taken you seriously. But I haven't learned anything these past 2 weeks. At this point, your story about her being spirited away is my best lead. Akira, you'll tell me, right?
She looks at me with burning determination. The desperation of a mother who's lost her child. The persistence to find that child. I can't keep hiding it from her. Okay, I'll tell you everything. Give me a few minutes. I got some people who are helping me. If they help me explain it, it'll make everything a bit easier to believe. Eventually, Bon and Rose arrive at the bar. After formally introducing Aunt Natsumi to them, we start to talk about everything that's happened. We tell her about Kaguya, our investigation, spirits, Kaguya's game. When I'm unsure how I should explain something, Bon and Rose help me out. Aunt Natsumi listens quietly until the very end, never interrupting. I don't know about this. I feel like, yes, I would be desperate, but I feel like This would be hard to... I feel like this would be hard to swallow. I think that everybody in this room would need to be, like, seen by a therapist. Hey there, Tokyo Scarab.
So that's what happened.
She seems shocked. That's not unexpected. I've actually faced a number of spirits now, and I still wonder if it's all just some nightmare.
I understand if you don't believe our story, but every bit of it is true. Your daughter was kidnapped by this Kaguya doll. We and Kijima are pursuing it.
I don't want you to get your hopes up for no reason, but at least your daughter's still alive. According to Kijima, people don't get hungry in the realm of the dead.
Realm of the dead. Kaguya.
She repeats those words to herself quietly. Natsumi, if there's anything at all that makes a connection for you, let us know. We need all the information we can get.
Right. I don't remember very well, but I think Miroku once wrote a story about the realm of the dead. Oh, Yakumo Miroku again, huh? This guy seems to have quite a few connections to Kaguya. Could it all be mere coincidence? How fascinating.
When I hear Miroku's name, I remember all the disgusting and grotesque things I saw tonight. The corpse with the girl's arms sewed onto it. It was that was what became of Yakumo Miroku, the children author who murdered the little girls. His acts of insanity and the girl's screams are all recorded on those tapes. Wait. Hey, Natsumi, I want to ask you something. Was Miroku a pedophile?
What?
Her eyes go wide at the unexpected question, but I press her again. Was Miroku a piece of crap who got off on tormenting kids?
From what I know of him, he didn't have any hobbies like that.
She's like, we're just destroying this woman's dream. She was like, oh, I loved his stories as a kid. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if, like, oh my god. Like, I get, like, some Disney kids get, like, super disillusioned because Walt Disney wasn't, like, a good person. He really wasn't. Like, definitely, like, but like, could you imagine? Maybe something a bit smaller. But, like, could you imagine if, like, I don't know, your favorite author, it's like, oh, okay. Like, from your childhood, like, it turns out that they were, like, that. I don't know how else to say it.
I never heard Satomi mention it either, and she was obsessed with him.
Huh. Sure, he hid his guilty pleasure so that nobody else would find out, but the way Miroku sounded on the tape still bothers me. I can't believe someone who spoke so calmly could be doing something so depraved. Hey Kijima, what's bothering you? You can't explain what we saw there without concluding this guy was insane. Yeah, I know, but something's bugging me. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't figure out how to put it into words. Yeah, it's ritualistic. It's not because he wanted to kill people. It's because he had to do it for a ritual to either summon or appease Kaguya, probably. Anyway, I've got a request for you, Miss Manager. Could you look into that book of Miroku's that references the realm of the dead? Just in case, you know.
Yes, I'll do my best. Bon? Rose?
Putting Ami's fate in your hands. Natsumi shudders and breaks down into tears.
We won't let you down, miss. We'll find your daughter. As reward, I'd like a bottle of blood red Grand Cru. Akira, I'm so sorry putting you in danger. But there's no one else I can turn to. Please, save Ami.
I will.
Please.
Next thing I know, it's already past midnight. We say goodbye to Aunt Natsumi and leave the bar. Okay, I think this is a good save point. I think this is a... Damn it! I just want to go home. Alright, I'm getting out of here. I got a table I need to be at.
Mahjong again? All you ever do is get sharks, so why do you keep falling for it? Are you some kind of a fin-dom masochist?
Just because I lost yesterday doesn't mean I'll lose today. Each match is just the luck of the draw, and the draw is going to be my favorite this time.
That sounds like something I'd find in a pamphlet about gambling addiction. You're quite cautious when it comes to your work, but you're completely reckless when it comes to your money.
Hey, Kijima, if you see Kakuya again, let me know right away. If you're trying to hide anything from me, I won't let you hear the end of it. Bond disappears toward the ticket gates. People like him make me wonder if humanity is really nothing but hopeless fools. But I suppose that being so doggedly flawed is admirable in its own strange way. I have no idea what you're trying to say. Oh, fine. I suppose I should have expected that from you. She's like, maybe even if he's not my type, he's alright. I think that's what Rose meant.
Why don't we switch topics to something that would be more interesting to someone your age? Come on, Kijima. Let's go on a date.
What? I'd rather just get some sleep.
That's the worst response you can give to a lady. As your teacher, apparently I need to instruct you in that regard as well as the supernatural.
First off, where do you even want to go? Knowing you, it's not going to be any place normal like a park or a coffee shop.
Oh, are you interested now? Then I'll tell you. The Morocco residence.
I go back to the Morocco residence with Rose. On the way, I ask Rose repeatedly why we're going there, but all I get is some lame reply like, just to take care of some business. I guess I'll see when I get there for myself. Why do we gotta do this now?
I don't like walking around during the day. I'm a creature of the night. I rise with the setting of the sun and sleep with the rising of the sun.
Sounds like it'd be bad for your health. I used to do that quite often, actually.
When your job involves the supernatural, that type of schedule is surprisingly convenient. Even magicians tend to have more performances at night. Besides, do you really think the daytime suits me?
Imagine Rose walking around town in a dress with the sun shining brightly everywhere. Yeah, I guess not.
Precisely. I'm glad you've seen the error of your ways. Now then, let's head inside.
So are we going in here? We're not messing with that corpse, are we?
That certainly is an object of interest, but our business is in the attic.
We pass through the hidden hallway and climb up the old rickety wooden ladder. This is probably where Rose would have died. Maybe. We're back in the attic again. I can still faintly detect a burnt stench. Like something might happen here, like when we come back.
That's what I'm interested in.
Rose says, walking up to the mirror. For a while, she runs her finger across it and tries rubbing it, but then she comes straight back to me.
I guess I got my hopes up for nothing. I thought that mirror was a sacred object.
What's that?
Think of it as a special item that holds hidden spiritual powers. I collect such objects. That was actually why I had my eye on the Morocco residence in the first place, but...
So that's why you asked Bond to investigate Morocco?
Yeah, pretty much. I heard the Morocco family had something like that, and it fits since they're such an old family. Sadly, that mirror is just an antique. Looked like it used to have spiritual power, but for some reason it's lost it now. I guess there was no point in dragging you out here to carry it.
You brought me here just to be your delivery boy?
That's not the only reason I brought you here. I want to ask you something. How do I look to you?
What kind of question is that?
Come on, be honest.
A fine woman. Short and sexy. Jesus. I'm doing good. A fine woman.
Spoken like a true young man. Well then, I have my answer. Let's get going.
Was there a point to that question?
Yes, it was very important. To me, at least. Anyway, we're done with this moldy place. Let's get out of here, Kijima.
Shine the flashlight down at our feet as we make our way to the ladder. The blood stain on the floor emerges from the darkness as the light catches it.
What an achingly beautiful shade of scarlet.
By the time we reach the station, the last train has already left. I've got another choice, so I get a taxi to take me back home. Of course, I have Rose cover the fare. This is the chapter that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. When I close the front door, I feel all the energy drain out of me and let out a big sigh. The long day is finally over. Okie dokie. Nobody died. Cool. Can I save? Thank you. Oh my goodness. Alright, that's gonna be it for me for right now. Because whenever we save on the autosave, what ends up happening is it just puts me into the next part, and I'd rather save that.